Now, as you can see, uh, static electrical concentration, all of this pixelization in the background is the static. As you can see, even my hair color has changed throughout the day. That has to do with monoatomic gold particles. That tend to literally vanish under sunlight, but regenerate in the night. That flashing you see in the background there, that's the strobe light effect I've been talking about. It's ever constant here in this place for some reason. It was not there in Defiance. It was not there in Napoleon. It was not there in Wasion. It was not there in Lansing. Definitely was not there in Ljubljana. I can see that flash rate with my bare eyes. And with epilepsy, this is an epileptic's nightmare. As I'm trying to hold my stomach at this point so I don't puke again, because that's the first thing that begins to occur is total loss of appetite. Body goes completely numb. There's not really pain. There's no like ibuprofen for this. And as you can see, it even affects the free fresh rate. It's a drag on the camera. If I slow a finger down just to the same level, it'll almost look like it doesn't move. I'm not fucking around with it. As I said, I'm already sore. My whole body is stiff. Sore would be the wrong word. But effectively, that would be relatable. It's a zero pain, but everything just slowly rigor mortises. Feels like being a dying bug. Leads to memory issues and problems with speaking. Part of my body could go limp randomly, so I shouldn't do any heavy lifting. It's a debilitating is the word I'm looking for. It's debilitating. There's nothing I can do. Sit there and with the wrong set of flashes, I'll forget everything I was even fucking trying to put in the frontal lobe. That should help. So I'm speaking my normal indoor voice effectively. You know, I have to deal now with idiots and retards. I thought I was a crackhead or something. I'm like, no. Sorry, never smoke anything after your own ass. And even this is tobacco, so there's more word on the street. As it be that I'm always lit up, always have weed or something. No, I don't. In fact, most people who have weed laugh in my face and walk away. It's only occurred from approximately being in this area 5, maybe 6 months. Effectively up until my name, I was stupid enough to put my name out on applications. Every last time the name is compromised, there's trouble. As you can see, that flashing is directly responding. Neritro puterišnik nas te vidima, izločno vidimin. That's not a made-up language, as anyone else with a Google Translator can tell you. Now, when this is ignored, hence the fact that I was out of country is ignored. Is how well I used to keep myself. How kept I was over in Europe. Because I had a job. I still do. Still there waiting for me. When people here in the States want to argue if I was even out of the country, I'm thankful that I was deported at that point. It left a breadcrumb trail. My information that I have is not full disclosure. It's confidential. I have the drops to put in the bucket to taint your entire information well if you are attempting to build any type of case. It took over 2 years for America to even confirm the same paperwork for the marriage. It's the equivalent, as I've already spoken in a previous video. If that piece of paper means the difference between I paying child support and not paying child support, that is the equivalent of a marriage certificate in America. I had the idiots even try to say, oh, he's picking his face. No, this is how I shave, because I actually don't see razors as a effective way to shave. Do this once every couple days, and I never would have to worry about shaving. And if I do allow it to grow, the most it does is regrow peach fuzz along with the black, solid black hairs. I'm just throwing out this shit because this has all been put in my face. And as I usually do, I return bullshit to its sender. That's why I'm about to flip the mirror there in the window. Now, my social experiment and how I use Facebook and Twitter and YouTube outside of my scientific consolidations. Of course, I add in the science. It's in the about. So don't be a retard. Use your smartphone and get smart. Start looking shit up. Start cross-checking fact sheets. Because anyone can put together a bunch of facts. But without how those are supposed to be aligned, it's the same banter. So, here I am recovering from a switchover. I switched over to tea at night. Not working too well. In fact, if anything, I've been losing more and more sleep here in this place due to this flashing through the fucking, just a little column of light, because I can't seal this closet door completely. A moment while I actually flip that fucking mirror around. Now, here's the thing with static. It is magnetic. In fact, the static in your TVs, most kids are never even seen it before, is the same static that's used to broadcast. That's why some, brought these up. And since I've been without proper epileptic medication for 2 years now, I basically am just spitting it out there just so that I've got it done and can edit it later. That's about it. There's plenty of services that allow me to re-download my videos and do everything from scratch with a working computer. So that's why I just make little sub-notes. Again, there's a disclaimer I used to place once a year, if not twice a year, on my Facebook that reminded people the purpose and reasoning behind my Facebook social media account. In other words, this isn't my account on that level isn't like a professional consolidation of information. It's an experiment. What's really worse is that it's fully legal to smoke weed about 2 miles north. What's worse is that 2 miles north, and there's trouble up there. In 2 miles, you would think wouldn't be much, but imagine this shit. This flashy shit occurring non-stop, day and night, with the vehicles, the cars, the street lights, everything's oversaturated. You know, I didn't used to have so many problems. About 2 or 3 roaches a day, and I was able to be about this long, maybe about a centimeter and a half. And I was able to be fully functional. That dried up. So did all my work. I used to have a shop I could get coffee from, take out the trash, wipe down counters. Well, technically I would do the counters and the ice first. In fact, I would do the ice first. Most efficient and cleanest thing. Another reason why I keep myself looking good. As best I can. I mean, it's like I tried to brush my hair out after getting a shower last night and realized I'm gonna have to cut out. I'm gonna have to take scissors basically right to the back and just cut it. I can keep the front and the bangs and all that, so that way I can still have a little bit of warmth to my head, and also so I can use this to block out light. One major reason though is I'm not about to be cutting my hair all the way, because then I won't even match my passport. Now, as you can see, that static is getting worse. Just over the last 13 minutes. I almost would have to put an epileptic warning on this video. So reality check, folks. I've got too much to do without idiots thinking they know what I do. As you can most doubtedly hear, background chatter. It's just kids playing. But you know how gossip works. There's a difference is that I'm being, I've received, not by all, but by unfortunately the majority rule, as either like the epilepsy's not real even when I have paperwork for it. I was never out of the US, even though I have paperwork for it. I don't understand what game is being played, nor do I care. All I know is that it's all the consequences of no one doing their jobs in the first place. Now, I've done bullet points on this where I go through a list and try to express and or explain the situation. Doesn't seem to do anything, really. I put out a crowdfunding video for a legitimate grassroots aerospace and defense company, and it's just, I can't focus enough to sit here with itty bitty metal pieces in copper when I'm making coils from scratch. When I have to engineer and cut everything in perfect lines by hand. Not with this shit in the background. Hell no. You're lucky if I can remember half a sentence. I can, and with the problem reconnecting with my native language, I can't sit there in a room and understand someone half the time. It just all becomes gobbledygook. English is about dead to my ears, unless it's one-on-one with no background noise. Music I can do, but not TV banter. It's even worse. The 60 hertz shit that's going on outside from one of the Transformers is horrible. And some other idiot, Transformers? No, power Transformers, not fucking movies, you retards. That's what gives me a right to call you retards, by the way. Because you're wrong.